Hey guys, welcome to a surprising and unexpected live stream. I was wondering what to do in the next 60 to 70 minutes, and that's the best I came up with. Spending some time farming a couple of Flashpoints, hopefully if I can do them. I'm not really sure if I can. But I've noticed that together with Manaan, which was bugged when I did it, and I did fall into the trap with the bug, I need to do Battle of Rishi and Boarding Party as well. Well, that's why you're joining for the epic music. The epic music is gone and you can leave now. I know that I need some kind of a special intro. I've been thinking about that for a very, very long time. And I just never managed to create a real good one. It's particularly hard really to integrate one within the streaming process because it has to be some kind of a window capture or browser capture or direct linked media capture, and it's just too much hassle, not really worth it. If I thought otherwise, maybe I would have done it already. Right, so maybe put in a little bit of a buff, not that I really need it, and let's jump into... I can't do a boarding party right now because for that I need an Imperial new character. You can't swap to nighttime chat on YouTube Gaming. That's really weird. YouTube Gaming should be only nighttime, as in black interface and nothing else. Unless they've changed something or bugged something. It's possible there is a bug. Hey Senna. Hi Vindy. Right. What's next? Battle of Rishi or Depths of Manaan? Let's go do Depths of Manaan. I'm going to just run through it solo because I don't want to bother with complications. How to quickly get to Manaan? Probably first jump to my home and then to the spaceship. No, it's not about creating animation or effect. I know how to do that and I've done plenty in the past 3 to 5 years. It's just that I'm not really sure... Holy crap. I'm not really sure if it's worth it. Hey, I've not logged in on this character, I guess, since the reward. No, I have. I just never opened the email, apparently. Right, let's jump to the ship. Gonna be a very quiet, very lazy going live show today, and a short one as well, because I have an engagement in 90 minutes. As of right now, what this clock is telling me. You probably didn't see anything, except that I'm holding something. Camera. There is no background music in the game, which is really, really boring. This morning I woke up with 3 copyright claims on my first Darkest Dungeon video from I don't know how many months ago. That was unintentional, of course, unlike Sony. That was unintentional, and I'm hoping that the claims will be released and the video will be unblocked to be viewed again. Manaan. Oh, maybe they've bugged the shortcut link that usually sits on the top somewhere. Watch this on YouTube Gaming. Maybe that's what's bugged. I haven't visited the YouTube Gaming homepage for a while. I'm not really sure if they changed anything in the past month or so. Don't remember ever doing Manaan, Flashpoint on Manaan solo. I mean solo with Droid. I've done it a few times solo with Sentinel at level 55, I think. And probably 60. But the first time at 55 was really challenging. The second boss was really tough to get by. And obviously I didn't even attempt the bonus boss. I don't think there is a bonus boss in the tactical mode anyway. And I don't really remember ever soloing hard mode. Tactical mode was a challenge on its own. I agree with that, Jim. Start solo mode. Dark background is usually better for everything. I've been debating with myself for a very long time now if it's worth changing my website layout and design with not really white, but more like a white-ish or lighter theme. And I keep liking the darker design more. Even though sometimes, depending on the composition on each different page, sometimes it may seem like things are too many or too chaotic. That depends mostly on the ad banners, which probably most of you don't see because you're using ad blockers. My companion is on DPS, that's good. That's how it should be. That's what it is, doing solo stuff. Hi, Denise. The state in my guild is non-existent, mate. Jim can tell you probably, if he's ever logged into the game since the other day. We were a very small guild with pretty much a few casual players that logged in from time to time, very rarely. And the rest of us were just raiding members. 9-10 people. We were communicating via TeamSpeak most of the time, and we were doing raiding very actively in the evenings. I must tell you, it's really, really weird having all of the evenings of the week free for me to plan to do whatever I want or need. I don't have to cooperate or coordinate everything with my guild needs and my personal raiding needs. I definitely am gonna miss the raiding, but after all, it's the same old content, so at the moment I'm not missing it. However, it's only been 3 days. I'm not really sure by the time the expansion launches what's gonna happen. Did you guys check out the latest episode number 24 of the Passionately Casual podcast? Really good show with not so interesting but useful interview with Charles Boyd and Derek Musco. The two guys said nearly nothing, but there were a few hints actually as to why and how the next expansion might be paid. We're expecting to learn these details officially tomorrow with the official reveal, but there are rumors that the expansion might not be monthly chapters like this one. Instead, we're going to receive absolutely everything on day one, and we'll have to pay for it. That's really interesting as a concept, because if Power leaves the game without serious content update for the next half year or so, that might really be a bad move. It's also a bad move, at least in my opinion, to leave the game with one DLC chapter per month, one monthly chapter. I don't know really. I hope you checked out my video from yesterday. It's only gonna be relevant for the next 20-ish hours, but I really did my best to dissect the 15-second second teaser. It was a good one. Blur really does outstanding job. Why am I getting hurt so much in a tactical Flashpoint where pretty much everything is supposed to die from looking at it? My companion is half dead as well. I'm not really sure if the droid is really doing its job. I think it is. Ooh. We'll begin with the bombs. And we're done. With not enough DPS, these bombs prevented people from soloing this Flashpoint at level 55. When solo was not actually available.
Why don't we start?
You're here for the story. I do apologize. I've seen and heard all aspects of the story of Manaan maybe 20-ish times. And I don't want to see and hear it anymore. That's the biggest problem with story-focused group content. You see it once, twice, five times, and on the 10th time you're bored to death and you're just mashing the damn spacebar. If I had to choose though, I would always choose the approach Bauer took. I just wish that they had a little bit more horsepower to develop content quicker. They develop content like this with this quality on regular basis like what normal MMO is supposed to. That game would be not just golden, but I don't really have a term to call it. You're here for the Wookiee bot? Okay. You'll get a few more chances to see it. The teaser from yesterday actually got me really excited about the story, especially connecting everything to Natima. I would love it if BioWare connects the story about Zakul and the Emperor to the old comic book stories, all those legacies and legends. Hey, how the hell do you dare do that? I'm a little bit worried if it's one expansion paid with all chapters available at the same time. I'm gonna play through it like mad a couple of times, and that would probably take me no more than a week. And what I'm gonna do after that, I'm not really sure. Maybe farming heroics? Doing bug operations? Or maybe something else. If I really manage to persist with my decision to stop raiding, at least for now, there are so many and different horizons opening up for me. I've never played this game without raiding. I mean, there were 1 or 2 periods with like a small window of a couple weeks or a month when I wasn't raiding due to different reasons. But I've always been a very active raider in Star Wars The Old Republic. It's gonna be a weird transition. The old gods of Zakku. Are you referring to a specific dragon god? Zildrog? Some of us have already started dreaming about Natima being the next playable, normal-size original planet. Not a rail shooter, not a tunnel shooter, but a real planet. There were times, some 4 years ago, when I thought, 3.5 years ago actually, when I thought that Makeb is small and narrow. Today I dream for a new planet like Makeb to be released and made available for me. Zakku is not the planet, no. Very good environments, interesting story, but no new regions. We haven't had a daily area in... help me out, which was the last daily area added to the game? Was it Oricon? I don't really remember anything after that. Okay, that way. This was a very tough pull back at the level 55 days. I remember these guys were hitting hard and they're all golds and silvers. Well, there have been some speculations, and I don't remember reading an official, legend story anywhere about Natima after that ritual that the Emperor performed. He didn't do exactly what he did with Zakku, and Zakku might be empty and dead, but we can still explore it and have fun on it. Whoa, he hits hard.
Teleteka Zokas Hoge Medne. Nasremedit.
You cannot kill that droid. He is immortal. Oh, and he's tanking as well.
Minden Tarta. Fiatal Ferfi.
No! Oh, I can defeat him before the next cycle. I think. Come on, just a little more. Oh, nice one.
Eliseges.
Greetings.
Le
We
Hasak.
haven't met in person, but your associate asked me to contact you while he's busy.
That's exactly what I was expecting about Yavin 4. Exploring tombs deep under the ground on the moon and discovering weird artifacts. We actually got that with one of the mission alerts for the Alliance recruitment. But that was just one. It's actually my favorite Alliance recruitment mission. The name is escaping me at the moment, unfortunately. That's why I can't really quote it. Damn it. What was the name? Reclaimed treasure.
He's all
Dark
yours,
side.
Dakaro. We're done with him.
No, why Sunday? What did I miss in the chat? Why are you saying Sunday? No, it will be tomorrow, maybe Saturday. Did you say Saturday or Sunday? You said Sunday. No, it's gonna be Saturday. Probably in the very late evening of Friday against Saturday.
And all hatches leading back to the facility entrance are sealed. Fortunately, I procured a small watercraft for just this eventuality. The autopilot should have it docked to the hatch near your location shortly. Please hurry.
Now I have to be careful. I'm not really sure if the bug is still present or a new bug is present, but I wanna be careful and kill that damn guy under the fire. Okay.
The cyborg champion is after you. I can sense its power from here. It's considerable.
Rakata could have been more involved generally within the SWTOR storyline, not just about Belsavis, plus minus a few other
The
things.
time is short. Show it you will not back down.
There we go. First fire is here. Thank you for that knob. Come on.
Keep going. You can do this. It's on the offensive.
Oh, oh. I've been wondering how much the fire hurts the little ads, and I never determined really if it hurts them a lot or at all. Come on, don't get... No! I think I'm stuck now. That's extremely unfortunate. I have to... Oh, you. Okay. Not stuck anymore, and the fire is on the same spot as before. Whoa! Nice hit, dude.
You've done it. Excellent work. Now let's get
Yep.
you back to the surface.
The achievement for Manaan disappeared. Wherever the bug was, it's cleared now. I'm glad that it's done. This was actually a relatively fast run. I've been online for 20-something minutes and it's already completed. Really awesome.
Apologies about the room, but not now.
Sith or not, I won't turn down a helping hand.
I do appreciate a pragmatic
Important to defeat it. What do you mean by that? It's important to who? To defeat whom?
Your transportation is ready. Safe travels.
I can agree about Natima and Ziost, Natima and Rakata. It's more specifically about the Rakata because I know quite a bit about them already from comic books and Wikipedia and God knows what other places. However, my knowledge about Natima, anything beyond the ritual there, is really lacking, and I'm not really sure how much of force dependent Zakul is, except for the ruler who's actually ruling them through the force. And, well, not exactly. Valkorion was ruling them through the force and through just obedience. They were worshipping him because he was kind to them and caring about them. But that's not exactly the force's doing. And the Rakata were primarily using the force to power their tools and their machines. Never mind, that's probably just pointless theory and pointless debate. Right, I've got my reward. Ooh, level 64. I'm less than one level to the level cap now, which isn't really that very important. I still have Ziost to go through. Not Ziost, I need Revan. And oh, the 16 chapters. Oh, the 16 chapters will be a drag. But I hope I can run through them in about maybe 6-7 hours. Of course, skipping everything. Maybe even shorter. Many of you guys have done the chapters for the Dark vs. Light event. How long did it take you to complete all 16 of them? Can you roughly estimate something like 5, 6, 17 hours? Next one, Battle of Rishi. So I need to go back to Rishi. And I think before I reach it, I will have to do a couple of quests. Quickest way to go to Rishi should be through the starship. I don't think I've purchased. Definitely not on this character.
Every time I see you return from a mission, I thank
6
the Maker
hours.
for design for
And you're spacing through everything. Okay. That's close to what I was estimating for myself. And considering the fact that I'm a stealth character, this could be a very tiny boost, because we know in most chapters you're not allowed to stealth through the enemies. Gamba and their stupid stealth attacks. Rishi. Oh, Rishi, there you are. You could say that Rishi and Yavin are big enough planets, maybe. They're still a lot bigger than whatever we have further after that with Zakul. Definitely Rishi. Rishi is kind of a big enough planet, I should call it, probably. It's by far not big enough for a real open world typical planet like the Origin ones from 5 years ago. But it's still open and you can explore things. You can go, it's actually vertical. You can go 3 levels, one below, one in the middle, and one upstairs. At least in this area, of course. In the next area, we don't have 3 levels. I've not done the SWTOR quest because I haven't done the origin story of the class.
What's going there?
Who wanted to watch the Wookiee's ass? Last chance. Well,
You're
not
right.
really last. He will be here all the way through Yavin. Don't really care about that reward in particular. Good XP definitely. And I have my boost still for another 37 minutes. That's really good. Speak to a Rankau. And the Rankau is... Where the hell was it? Oh. Let's see if I can teleport there. Nope. Well, I'll just go... Oh, wait. I can teleport there. Still quicker. If I could, I would skip the gameplay. However, I've played through the chapters with all possible outcomes already. Not with all the classes, obviously. Since I'm playing this class, I will not be skipping dialogues directly related to this class. And those that are supposed to be unique. And I think I know which ones are they and when to expect them. That's also true. Actually, we should be able to skip the gameplay because this is the boring part of Fallen Empire. The gameplay in between the cinematics. Many people have said it on different kinds of forums and YouTube videos, comments, and all other kinds of places. We're actually... excuse me. We're actually forced to farm pointless stuff and pointless enemies on the way from one cinematic just to reach the next cinematic. I'm really hoping that BioWare is going to think up something better gameplay-wise for the second season. For the next expansion. I haven't done it 8 times, like maybe you have. I've actually only done them 4 times, and not all of them. I've done all of them 3 times, and most of them a 4th time. This character will be the 5th time running through the original 9 chapters, and 4th time doing the others. Still a lot. Or it's a lot to me. I know folks who have done all the chapters without skipping. Engage is actually a perfect example. I haven't visited actually his live streams recently. But he's one of the folks who, never mind how many times he's done a specific story, he never hits spacebar, ever, ever, ever. That's actually worth my respect. And I definitely respect people like him. I personally don't have the patience to do that. Whether I'm live streaming or not, I just don't have the patience to look at the exact same thing over and over. And you might say, okay, but you've been farming the same operations, for example, over and over for many years. It's never the same, especially when you're playing with different people, different decisions made on the spot. It's still something different. Better than solo. Enter the North Bunker, and I believe after this quest... Oh, after that we are going all the way to the north, I believe, and then the Flashpoint. You never spacebar. How many times have you done Fallen Empire so far? If you've already said it, I apologize, I've missed it. Senna, that's actually a question to you, in case you didn't catch it. Hey Sao, good morning to you on the other end of the world. When it's Wednesday evening for me, I don't really envy that your day is just beginning. I'm happy because I'm closer to the weekend than you are. It would be a different story on Saturday morning. Hi, Infit. It is one of the many perks of being a stealth class. I should be able to skip most of these if I'm careful. All of these actually if I'm careful. But the problem is I'm not always careful. And that brings trouble to me pretty much on a daily basis. I'm really afraid of getting stuck. Because I do it a lot. I jump through spaces that I'm not supposed to and I find myself getting stuck. Fellow Jedi! How did you know I'm a Jedi?
I'd rather have
This time light side. I'm really doing a balanced gameplay today.
I believe
To
you
annoy
want to do
all
what's
kinds
right.
of viewers, you guys, that are rooting for one companion or the other. I think the light side is definitely going to win because the cheese one is cooler. And I've checked the bar a few days ago. It's really heavy onto the light side now. Well, let's enter the next bunker, see if the other guys actually want to talk to me or fight. Force sensitive. Nice. Smart answer, I should say. Come on, let me speed up. Thank you. And there is no music background. You can clearly see the other ambient effects, like the birds singing, for example. Oh, I think it's not Valen. No, wait. I think it's a child, but whether it's Arkan
friends in
or
the Republic
Valen,
camp
I don't know.
already-
Someone actually mentioned an incredibly good theory that I hadn't thought about it until then. The possibility of they actually trying to escape. It's not about Senya guarding, but probably they're on a Dima and they're trying to escape, probably from Valkorion. Could be Valen's sister, the one that we've kind of heard rumors about. I think it's Arkan. It didn't seem like a female character, even though we didn't really see it from close up. But my guess is that's Arkan as a child. Simply because Arkan is with Senya in the... Spoiler alert, in the end of the 16th chapter. What the hell? Forgot to click. I'm talking about the second teaser from yesterday. You're probably still on the first one. Oh, you've missed it. Check out my videos from yesterday. 15-second long teaser that was featured on the Star Wars show. And after that, I've got a 6-ish minute long analysis video. And let's go back. There. Oh, okay, I haven't seen the third one then. Really? Let's see. What the hell? Must have missed. That's not really cool. Where did they post the third one? Drop a link if you have to YouTube or something, or whatever it was shown. Ooh, maybe Reddit. Let's quickly go and check Reddit. Yep, there is another new clip apparently. Oh, okay. Officially published by BioWare's account. And it's 11 seconds long. Let's actually watch it together. Would you like to do that with me? Oh, let's see. Middle screen. Make this big. scroll down from the beginning. Be quiet, Vulkk, and let's play it. Vaylin. Oh, definitely Vaylin. I don't know which fight this is because we so far saw one fight on the bridge from the trailer published yesterday, and we see the outcome or the events after another fight. Let's see it again. Can you count the corpses? Okay, let's see. What kind of corpses are these actually? These don't seem like humanoids. What exactly are those? I'm wondering. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially it's 6th and 7th one here, but it's really hard to tell. Let's see if we can see. Is that Senya? Oh yes, it is. She looks different. Everybody claims, me included, that this is Senya, but she looks different. It's natural and understandable that she looks different. Comparing the look of a character from the in-game engine to a character generated with CGI, it's really stupid to attempt to even wonder or ask ourselves why they are different. The detail in the CGI trailer is so much better. What the hell was that sound? Was it from the trailer? There it is, Vaylin with her legendary already outfit. It's definitely her. What's the light behind her? I really don't know. Good clip, unfortunately too short. And we have the exact same outro. Cinematic, October 7th. No mention about it being a trailer. It's a standalone cinematic. Me likes. Thank you very much, guys, for the how should I say it? For the note about this trailer being released. I usually don't check out Twitter that often, and I probably would have missed it for at least another good hour or two. Was it really 30 minutes ago? Let's check again. Quickly check the Twitter feed for SWTOR. Oh, alright, it's 1 hour ago, not 30 minutes ago. It's from 1 hour. We're late already! Damn it. But just like with the first teaser, it's very short and far too short to even attempt to digest anything out of it. I did a special video about the one yesterday because it was much longer. We saw a couple of different scenes and some action.
What do we know about the
Revan?
facility?
That's actually a good and interesting guess, but I don't think it's Revan. No, it's Vaylin. Definitely Vaylin.
You'll have to attack straight
I
on.
really hope Bauer doesn't bring Revan again back. It's going to be a stupid decision to bring the character. They can bring him back as a spirit talking into our head, but I don't want to see Revan as an ally or an enemy, physical ally or enemy in the game anymore. He's had his fame, he needs rest. Let's see if that path is actually shorter. It's what? Free to play, getting to level 50. Do not rush. You and your friend have plenty of time to play solo or together without rushing anything. You will still be level 50 by the time the next expansion launches. Just tell your friend that the $15 worth of 1 month subscription will give them access to all of the story chapters and all of the expansions previously released up to date. It's really worth that if they like the game, of course. If they don't like, just casually free to play experience is more than good. Rishiati in zombie mode. I wanna see more zombies in the game. The Ragu idea was really good, but they prolonged it for a little bit more than what it should have been. And then with the couple of Ragu events, they just overdid it. The events with the zombie plague from the Ragus with the first Flashpoint released in patch 1.1 was really good idea. And I was hoping that they would expand on it, but they never did. Yeah, I don't know how many silly things I said. That should have been the leading one and the most important. Enjoy the story and enjoy the class that you're playing. I've actually been saying this for a long time, and I know that everybody, when they're starting a new game and that game is actually 5 years old, everybody thinks, okay, I can just power through the leveling process and get to the fun part. The fun part is here. You might not believe me, and you will probably think I'm wrong for the first few months. After you do all the endgame content with your friend or friends or guild or pugs, you will be desperately bored and you will realize how much more important the story is. And I probably sound like a silly BioWare representative here, bashing on the group content because they don't have any, any new, I mean. And praising the leveling because there is plenty of it. But it's the truth. The hell? Oh wait, yeah. It's going to respawn again. That's why the mark doesn't go away. Could have gone the other way. Fashion in SWTOR the future endgame, yeah. It has been the future endgame for a long time now. I've looted one armor set yesterday that I really thought was cool. I can't really remember its name now. So forgive me about that. But you can check the Cartel Pack opening live show I did yesterday. I haven't done yet a content or a timetable about it, and I've been thinking about doing one to make it easier for you guys who are actually looking for something specific within the 1 hour long video. You could just jump directly to that moment, like doing a demo of this crystal or checking out this mount that I've just opened. Nobody knows when the Dark vs. Light is ending. It's supposed to end about a week before KOTET launches. But since we don't know the official launch date of KOTET, we don't know anything about the end of the event. It's all tied together. It is a Bounty Hunter one, yeah. The bluish, grayish, darkish one. Placed my companion in passive mode, unintentionally, obviously. Yeah. I'm thinking that at least this, together with the pricing model and the pricing plan, should be revealed tomorrow. Not just a trailer, not just a cinematic. We need more. However, I'm really worried by the fact that this container will not be live streamed officially by BioWare. So I'm relying on them publishing all the important information and updates a couple hours before that. They've been doing like so in the past, and I expect they will do the same tomorrow as well. Like publish the trailer in the early afternoon and then do the cantina in the evening. What am I doing now? Oh, one over there. I never bothered to do that. Quite a lot of times people have been inviting me to a quick groups, come here, do that, it's a cool achievement and you probably want it. No, I never cared about it. I don't know if the situation is so bad in Croatia. I know things are expensive. My brother went there a couple years ago and he came back with the report that things are incredibly expensive in the tourist locations. He was only in... I'm sorry, I can't remember where he was really. But he said that apparently in every tourist location in Croatia, the prices are absolutely insane. It's the same here in Bulgaria. Actually, everything at the Black Sea is like double priced. We accept it as something very normal. I don't know how folks live there in these regions and having to deal with normal Bulgarian standard of monthly paychecks and salaries, while actually having to pay double for services and goods and food. So tell me more about the financial issues of Croatia. Curious to learn. And if you don't mind me asking, how do you native guys call your country locally? Is it Hrvatia or Hrvatska? Or maybe something else? Nope. I went to the sea last summer for my brother's wedding, and I haven't been to the Black Sea in over 20 years. I'm not a huge fan of the sea. I love the water, I respect it. Water is my element because of my sign and stuff. Or it's supposed to be my element, people say. Hrvatska, yeah. Okay, thank you. I prefer the mountains. Every time I get a chance or extra cash, I go to the mountains. We have a lovely, small but really beautiful mountain called Vitusha, right here next to Sofia, where I live. And I try to visit it as often as I can. Obviously, it doesn't happen easily. Especially now when the winter is coming. Ha! Winter is coming. We are already looking for Teron Shan. One more conversation, then we're in front of the second flashpoint and the last flashpoint for this character. After that, it's Imperial character and boarding party. I used to love Borovets as well, but I haven't been there in 5 or 6 years. Last time I was there, I was for a convention. It was really fun. We drank so damn much. It was really hard to focus on what the lectures were about on the next morning.
The plan remains intact.
But then again, you go to the mountain resort to have fun and relax, not to listen to lectures. Or as it's modern to be called now, panels. It's not a lecture, it's a panel. I'm dying. Let's stop and heal. Nope, I'm not expecting new operation. I'm hoping and desperately dreaming about the new operation next end of the summer. So that's another 8-9 months without operation. Of course, I want one. First of all, because my team will be back and will raid again. And second of all, because I am really a raider. Most of all. It's the one thing I do the best in the game and the one thing I'm interested the most in the game. However, I've been telling myself that now, when I've stopped raiding, or hopefully will stop raiding, I will have time to check out the other aspects of the game that I haven't checked out in the last few years. Like explore a few more heroic farms, daily areas that I've totally forgotten. I haven't done dailies in years. The last time I did dailies was farming the reputation on Oricon. And that was how many years ago? I used to dream about open world PvP because that's really my passion when it comes to PvP. Unfortunately, with this engine, I've stopped dreaming about something like this happening, because even if it does, I know it's not going to work out. I'm not a huge fan of war zones. I made the war zones be my main PvP activity for more than 2 years, but lately I've just given up. It's always different when you're doing PvP. It's a lot more different and random and dependable on the player's activities and behavior compared to operations and flashpoints, or God forbid solo play. But it's still the same map, doing the same objectives over and over again. I've never done PvP in WoW. I've actually leveled up to level 20-ish or so in WoW, and that's the best I've done in the game. So I'm not really very familiar with it. I've done a huge amount of open world PvP in Lord of the Rings Online for 3 years, maybe 2.5, constantly doing Ettenmoor's PvP. Ettenmoor's is a lore-bound area in the Lord of the Rings, in the Middle-earth universe, or realm. And Ettenmoor's was a real region in the game, Lotro. Was the open world PvP region. I loved it. I loved being ganked by, I don't know, 10, 15, 50 stealth players. They had fun. Me, not so much. I loved doing random 1v1, like roaming the map and just stumbling upon this one character that's also doing the same, and we had a fight for a couple of minutes. Then one of us would win, and then we would go back, respawn, and rush for the same exact spot, hoping to find that same exact person for a rematch. It actually was really working for most of the time. It was awesome. If that was about me, thank you. If that was about something else, ugh, shame on you. That's another question I've been asking myself through the years. Why exactly do we need 5 more levels if we're not really getting anything new? Yes, we might get another skill replacement, or God forbid, another new ability. Everybody has probably gone through the mind stuff, even though I've made my point of why I shouldn't be talking about mind stuff. What? Oh, not that one. I'm going to the Flashpoint. You mean the Eternal Championship, or the Eternal Champion as the final boss encounter? Thank you, Logan. Start solo. And let's see how long it will take me to rush through this thing. Load. I don't mind dark humor. I'm not a huge fan of it. I really can't come up with dark jokes, but I do enjoy the tasty ones, even though if they may be darker.
But that signal jammer might cause some hiccups.
Let's see now. Reach the Revanite camps. Restrictions in SWTOR. Oh, I've talked about that a lot in the past, and even though I've never been myself free-to-play or preferred status player, I hate the restrictions, but I also understand why they are needed. SWTOR actually indeed offers a lot more than Lotro, for example, in its free-to-play mod, and I haven't played enough games to have a good base for comparison, for be able to compare other games. Restrictions are always frustrating and annoying. There is no way to love the restrictions of a game, regardless of how good someone tells you they are compared to another game. In the very beginning, when the free-to-play model was introduced together with patch 2.0, my god, it was shockingly bad. And I mean really awful. Free-to-play players were restricted to, I think, 1 toolbar. Preferred players were restricted to like 2 or 3 toolbars. That's devastatingly short. And it was absolutely unplayable. I can't remember anymore any of the other restrictions, but they were really severe. Thankfully, based on quick and very serious feedback, BioWare fixed most of these things pretty quickly. Yeah, of course, type 1. Dark joke. Or how exactly do we translate the Bulgarian version of a black joke? Dark humor? Black joke? My advice is pay the 1 month subscription. If you enjoyed the game and most of all the story of the game, you should, not you, but anybody should really pay 1 month subscription and get all of the story expansions for forever. I mean, you subscribe for 1 month, but you get all of the expansions of the game, plus all the 16 chapters from the last expansion, obviously, because it's an expansion. And you get to keep them. You will still be restricted with many other things once the subscription month expires, but you will still be able to do the story with any characters that you have or will have in the future. Hey Pan, welcome. Not really sure if I'm missing spots here, hopefully not. I would hate to have to go back. Look at how ridiculously easy the trash is. And then you get to a specific boss, like for example on the second boss on Manaan, that actually halfly kills you. Or kills you half to death. Hits you half to death, whatever. That's one of my moments. Let's see, that's the third one. Cool, I'm done in this area. Let's go to the next. Another awful thing is once you've been a subscriber in the days after free-to-play was introduced, you know how much of a restricted game it is, and you never like the free-to-play model ever again. Whereas if you start the game, you don't really have a real information and probably not even a clue about how much of the game is really restricted. You see pops up about being able to unlock this thing with cartel coins or the other thing being locked behind a subscription, but you can never really look at the big picture and combine all of these restrictions together to see how many they really are. Once you have them and you play with them and after that you lose them, that's when the nightmare begins. At least that's what I think. Again, I've never personally tasted it. I don't know if I should be proud to say that I've synced so much money into BioWare's accounts and bank accounts. I've always been a 6 months recurring plan subscriber since the very beginning.
My Republic friend.
That's why I'm happy to hear rumors about potential new veteran rewards being made available with the next expansion. I don't know if that's going to be true, but anything that BioWare does to, I don't know, to thank their veteran players, subscribers or not subscribers, it doesn't matter. It's still awesome. Well, let's heal up. I forgot to use the stupid droid. Oh no, it's here. Okay. It is here. No reason to panic. This boss, for example, is very easy. Unless I stay in the middle of the red stuff, which I obviously won't. The boss seems to be very easy. Let's go to the heal station again. My companion went inactive once again. It's because I'm randomly clicking the button that's supposed to be toggle between passive and active. It's not intentional. I've been meaning to switch to another button. It's too close to another shortcut of mine. Oh, that was a hard hit. Thankfully though, the droid knows how to save my day. He's currently tanking, healing, doing damage. Why exactly am I in the Flashpoint? It's not really sure.
Okay, you're in. There's a force field between you and that jammer. You'll have to gather a set of security codes to pass through. Signal's going to start breaking up soon. talk to you when you get that jammer shut.
Tell me he's on passive. Don't worry, I do silly things from time to time and I don't mind you correcting me. It's not going to be the first or the last time you might see my companion unintentionally placed on passive mode. Sometimes it's intentional, but most of the time it's really not. And there is no point killing all of these guys. I just need to go inside, do my job. Come on, move quicker. Get out. A lot of time saver. I have a new utility point. You might be seeing this flashing nod. But utilities aren't really important for leveling, especially when you're so much higher level than them. That was silly. I could have skipped. No, I could not have skipped that. I can't really stun both of them. But they died quickly enough. Are we channeling? Yes, we are. Oh. Ooh. Those droids usually have better stealth detection than all other mobs. What the hell? Two Mandalorians were walking in the forest. Suddenly one fell down and started having a seizure and passed out. One Mandalorian called his commander. My mate died, I think. Please help. That's a very good Star Wars bad joke. Not bad, dark joke, dark humor. I don't really remember where it's from. Tell me! Or... No, I don't really remember. Where is it from? How can you level up crew skills as a preferred? Well, the only restriction as far as I know about crew skills as a preferred is that you don't have 3 of them. You have 2, I believe. Or do you have all 3 of them? They might have changed that since the last time I've checked. You level up the same way. You send companions to do missions, or you gather up resources as you're leveling through the planet stories. These are the only ways to level up crew skills. And if you want to level up crafting skills, which is one of the crew skills available, you just craft stuff. Just check out which one of the items gives you best... let's see. I do have a couple of them. Just send the companions to do missions. Okay. My guy is actually finishing off a few of those. Let's open the dialogue again. I've picked up biochem and archaeology. So biochem is a crafting skill, as you can see here. And you just choose whichever is cheaper material-wise, but richer or richest in terms of points given to you per craft. So you craft one of these and you get 1 point, and you get, if that's orange, I believe you get 2 to 5 points. I can't really remember anymore. I've been capped on crew skills for ages, and I don't remember how many times BioWare changed these things. But basically, the best color is the orange one, and the worst one is the green one. On this character, I don't really have anything to craft, so I can't really show you other things because I'm on level 1. But the lower tier items will be marked as brighter or lighter yellow, and the worst things to craft that will give you no points or anything will be grayed out. In the middle, you have the green stuff. You're watching the dot here. Not the color of the item itself, but the dot to the right side. If you select them by difficulty, the ones on the top are always the ones that will progress through your crafting quickly. And for the gatherings, you just collect stuff as you level up on the planets. Or option number 2, send the companions to do missions. Why would Artifice be the hardest one? I think they've pretty much made them equal, all of them. Why do you think Artifice is the hardest one? I'm not saying it's not, It's just that, in my personal opinion, they're very leveled now. For example, I believe Bioachem used to be the hardest one to level in the beginning, together with Artifice, but not anymore. Oh, KOTOR, damn it. Question, why is a Jedi Knight never lonely? What? Why is a Jedi Knight never lonely? Because he always has a bunch of voices in his head telling him what to do? Okay, that's silly guess number 1. Silly guess number 2, because he always has the Force as an ally. Force is my ally. Epic quote. That actually seems to be the answer, or very believable. What's the real answer? Haha, okay, mine was really close. The Force is always with him. That was actually a good one, and I'm happy to have guessed it. Well, you probably don't know if I really guessed it because of the delay on the live stream between the chat and my reaction. It should be between 15 and 20, 30 seconds probably. Squeak, squeak. Why did I forget about the second boss encounter? I thought I'm about to face the droid, the final one. Exactly the same mechanic as the previous boss. What do you call an American bounty hunter? I have no clue about that one. There are probably so many possible answers. I can't even begin to think about one. Nice. Boba Fett is a good one. Oh, stop making me go out. Don't remember if these guys enrage when you don't kill them together. Oh yes, they do. Obviously. But my silly droid decided to focus on one target all the time. Oh yes, there is definitely a way to solo Star Fortress because I've done it on a very crap gear. It just depends, well, it does depend on the gear, but much more depends on the personal experience yours with the class that you're playing. And having a higher ranked companion with influence is really a huge boost. You should aim to solo the fortress because it's more fun. It's a lot slower. Obviously, it's not designed to be soloed. And now, of course, depending on your level, character, companion, gear, and God knows how many more things, it may be harder to solo heroics, but most of them are really almost designed to be soloed, even though it's a heroic for 2+ people. With a Wookiee. Oh, that's nasty. Does that fall under the category of dark joke or dark humor? Not really sure. It seems like so. Don't detect me. Thank you. It is a wise wordplay as well. Ooh, boss time! Final boss time.
Hostile engagement initiated. Shouldn't take long.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long, I agree. Especially with the droid on my side.
Electromatrix.
Quickly! I wonder how much that thing hurts. Not much, judging by the damage on my companion. Let's test it. 8! Whoa! Okay, that's the deadly one. Still good that I didn't die from one shot.
Now or face immediate extermination.
Messed up my keys here, clicked something wrong. And you immediately saw the end result of it. I wonder if this thing has an enrage in solo mode. I don't remember ever seeing it in group mode or in solo mode. Hey Doc, I'm happy to see you. You must tell me that you are excited about the upcoming trailer tomorrow. Cinematic tomorrow.
I will take you down.
Wait, I've missed that. What program do Jedi use to... Okay, let's kill the boss first. Don't want to wipe on this.
You are interfering. Desist and depart. Priming electromatrix.
That's what I was hoping to get again before I killed it. What program do Jedi use to view PDF files? Adobe won't. Yep, my companion is passive again. Oh, too slow. The old boy, or in my case, old girl, because that's a girl. She's actually not old.
I will take you down. Friendlies acknowledged. I will take you down.
Two-man, the hard mode heroics. I don't know what you mean by hard mode's heroics. There's no such thing. There we go. By the time she said system critical, we've won. Oh. The ad is still alive. What a surprise. Come on, GSI droid. Sorry, combat support droid. Do your job quicker. And that's 2 flashpoints plus a little bit of an extra story squeezed in 1 hour and 20-ish minutes. Not bad. I'm about to wrap up the live show for today. Thank you very much, guys, for stopping by for this very random and very unplanned event. I haven't checked how many of you were online and how many of you actually stopped during the whole event, but it was fun. We talked about a lot of things. Most of them will probably be irrelevant tomorrow after the cinematic is released. That's why I'm going to hurry and rush and publish the video tonight. I'll do my best. It depends actually on me and YouTube together. But anyway, I will see you hopefully tomorrow evening or Saturday morning with a very deep analysis or discussion on whatever we come up with based on the information we receive. If there is any kind of a live stream, be sure that I will be there tomorrow, but I don't know of any live streams existing. Bye-bye. Oh, hey, Mike. Nice to see you as well.